Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign, and I just want to let you know the changes that I've been talking about, that I've been saying for the longest time are coming to Reydiant Reality. They are on the horizon, so stay tuned. And I do want to let you know that these weeklies and the monthlies will be returning, possibly, but they will be going behind a membership paywall here on YouTube, so you won't have to go anywhere special for them. They'll be super affordable, like the same price as a coffee. So yeah, I apologize about that, but like I said, there are big changes coming. This is just one of them. Don't worry, for those of you that aren't interested in that, there will be other stuff. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help us all, or help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So Libra, let's have a look. Right, what is going on for you guys this week? What is your key to the week this week? You have the Empress, so your ruling luminary, your ruling planet, should I say, Venus. Venus is the Empress, right? The Empress is Venus. Now, what this tells me is, this is a week for ease. This is a week for you to put a soothing or healing balm on it. It's a week for you to look for the easy way out. Now, this doesn't mean about being complacent or slapdash or cutting corners. What it means is about finding the easiest, most graceful route forward in all of these different areas of life as well. You got to get that aesthetic up, right? You've got to make things start to look good. It's not enough to just have the you know, like for me, it's not enough to just have the content. I'm not a Libra, but you know, it's not enough just to have the content. It has to look good as well. And while it isn't just about the aesthetic, I can tell you without a doubt, things that look good go further. For your actions and options, you've got the Seven of Swords. So this is about what you do, right? Now, I will say this, I understand that you are looking for the easiest route to do things this week, and I am encouraging that actively. What I'm not encouraging is that you lie to make life easier for yourself. This week, right, find the courage and find the grace within you. That is, you know, what your sign is ruled by after all, to tell the truth, right? Even when it's hard to do so. For those of you, when it comes to the options that are available to you, there is a chance, and it is possible, that some of you this week could be working on a new design for something. And it's like you're going after draft after draft after draft. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Refine it, refine the process. But at the same time, don't get locked into your own viewpoint. Like, be okay with, or open it up, right? Get a general consensus. Because the thing is, if we look at our own creations through our own eyes, we will always find some imperfection. And before you know it, we sort of trash whatever real beauty is there. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Emperor. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress. They are a mated pair. So there is a chance here for this week, when it comes to your communications, to talk through, to work on your communications. Now, for the women among you, this could be your partner, your significant other, even if you're in a same-sex relationship. It could be your partner, your significant other, but it could also be your boss or your father, right? So you've got this next to the Seven of Swords, and one of the ways that potentially shows up is you either catch someone in a lie, or you are tempted to make your life, you know, your own life that much easier. You are tempted to tell a lie. Just please, a caution against it, because it might seem like a white lie to you at this moment in time. The chances are it will go beyond that, and it'll be something that you end up having to deal with the consequences for some time to come. Now, for those of you, the guys among you, you know, the Empress is still you, because it's Venus, your ruler, and the Emperor as your communications. One of the ways this potentially shows up for you is that you are having to deal with your boss, or potentially your own father. And again, I will say, err on the side of truth, right? Even if you think, oh, well, it's just going to be easier to tell the lie. No, what's actually easier is for you to tell the truth so that you deal with it once and for all, rather than it becoming a problem later down the line. That's what I mean by looking for the easy route. Okay, now, the quality of conversation and communication that you're having this week is that you are the boss. You are in charge, right? In some way, shape or form, you are having to really push yourself forward. Now, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is you potentially working with or alongside the institution. If that is the case, right, again, just be honest about what your abilities are. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, again, this is not the time. There are times where you have to really sell it and then you have to learn on the job, right? This is not one of those times. This is one of those times where you have to be 100% clear and honest about whether you can deliver what you are saying you can deliver, because you will get caught out very quickly this week. Okay, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, especially for those of you that are designing a product or something that that you want to sell, this week I would really look at and pay attention to the partnerships that feel good to you and the ones that make you feel like you want to, like anything that makes you feel like you want to tell a lie is not aligned to you, right? Because you should be feeling totally comfortable to say, like, you know what, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and that has to be good enough. And if it isn't, that partnership is not for us, no problem. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is potentially you as grandparent. This is you potentially as somebody who's now ready to start their own business, as opposed to what's the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, like somebody who's ready to start their own business as opposed to going back to work. It's almost like you're looking for, you're looking for some kind of vocation here. And I think you'll find it. For your love and relations, you've got the Strength card, finding the strength and the courage to really just be honest about where you're actually at versus where you want to be at. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be a really hard conversation that you need to have with your significant other that will require a lot of patience, a lot of honesty about what you want at that heart level. It may even be, it's the Empress after all, which means what you think will be difficult this week is probably actually going to be easier than you think it will be. For those of you that are single and looking, it's possible that there could be a flirtation with a boss or a person in a position of authority or power. It's possible that you could really have a big crush on somebody actually, and you're doing all the things, making yourself look good and all of that, and yet if nobody makes a move, it doesn't go anywhere, right? For your for your money and materials, you've got the Fool card. So new things, places, people, and energies. I like the Fool for money, especially because you've got the Empress for the key to the week, which means that you are initiating or planting some new seed that you hope financially will sort of pay off. And yes, although you're going in a brand new direction that you're not sure of, it will pay off. That's my general feeling behind that. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Fool card is a reset. So, you've got this with the Empress. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are doing something like a juice cleanse, a gut reset, a gut cleanse, a parasite cleanse, all of those, all the cleanses, right? You could be going through that over the course of this week. And then when it comes to your home and environment, for a lot of you, this, because you've got the Empress as well, right, which is your environment, there's some sort of change that happens in your home this week that sets you on a completely different path or trajectory. No pressure then. So keep that in mind. Now, that I do want to say, remember what I said to you at the beginning, These will be going behind a paywall. There's lots of different and new content coming though, so stay tuned for that. I just want you to be aware so that nobody's blindsided and they say, oh, you didn't tell us anything. So just to let you know, and I'm going to keep mentioning it until all of the new changes come about. All right, with that said, take care and I'll see you soon.